pelea en la silla, él le deja mucha plata. En el norte Pancho Villa y en el sur viva Zapata. Una cosa me da risa, Pancho Villa sin camisa. Otra cosa me da horror, al igual que camisón. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar. Porque no tiene, porque le falta una pata para andar. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar. Porque no tiene, porque le falta una pata para andar. Necesito algún portingo para hacer la camiseta, al lugar donde mandó a la convención Zapata. Una guacamaya pinta, le dijo una colorada, que se meta con mi patria, se lo carga la chica. Ay, ay, ay. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar, porque no tiene, porque le falta una pata para andar. Ya murió la cucaracha, ya la llevan a enterrar, entre 4 sopilotes y un ratón de sacristán. Hay unos que roban mucho y luego huyen muy lejos, válidos de fuego y mando, y del que nos quemen. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar, porque no tiene, porque le falta una pata para andar. La cucaracha, ya no puede caminar, porque no tiene, porque le falta una pata para andar.
Olhos maliciosos do azul do mar encontram meus olhos que o doce sonhar. Me falam de coisas que eu não posso acreditar. Me dá um beijinho que doce sonhar. Você me fala do mundo alegre e feliz, cheio de amor. Você me faz sonhar, tudo esquecer, tudo esperar, tudo imaginar dessa vida. Quando estou sozinha, eu fico tão triste. Penso em seu sorriso, que doce sonhar. Hoje eu abraço a grande ilusão de te dar carinho, que doce sonhar. Você me fala do mundo alegre e feliz, cheio de amor. Você me faz sonhar, tudo esquecer, tudo esperar, tudo imaginar dessa vida. Você me fala do mundo alegre e feliz, cheio de amor. Você me faz sonhar, tudo esquecer, tudo esperar, tudo imaginar dessa vida. Você me fala do mundo alegre e feliz, cheio de amor. Você me faz sonhar, tudo esquecer, tudo esperar, tudo imaginar dessa vida. Imaginar dessa vida, imaginar dessa vida.
Enamorisqueau, 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 enamorisqueau,
Esto no es secreto lo que vengo a contarte.
No, no, no.
Mantener el amor vivo es una obra de arte.
Bien difícil.
Pero quiero, amor, que sepas con este verso. Amor, de tu lado no hago ningún esfuerzo.
Enamorisqueao,
Aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao.
como un niño enamorado.
Enamorisqueao,
Y aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao.
Dímelo.
amarse en la vida es imprescindible.
Ajá.
Dinero sin amor de nada te sirve.
Sí,
Prefiero de tu lado estar sin riqueza.
para siempre.
El oro de tu sonrisa me la regresa. Pero quiero, amor, que sepas con este verso. Amor, de tu lado no hago ningún esfuerzo.
Enamorisqueao, enamorisqueao,
Aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao.
como un niño enamorado.
Enamorisqueao,
Siempre de tu lado.
enamorisqueao,
Y aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao. Enamorisqueao, enamorisqueao, enamorisqueao,
Enamorado.
enamorisqueao,
como perfume de rosa, tú te me quedas pegado.
enamorisqueao,
Tu rostro aquí en mi alma siempre lo llevo grabado.
enamorisqueao,
Ay, diga lo que digan, yo no creo en cuento, yo sigo enamorado.
enamorisqueao,
Ay, ilusionado siempre de tu lado, yo sigo enamorado.
enamorisqueao, enamorisqueao,
Aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao.
como un niño enamorado.
Enamorisqueao,
Ay, siempre contigo.
enamorisqueao,
Y aunque el tiempo haya pasado,
yo sigo enamorisqueao.
como niño enamorado.
Just a couple of minutes.
Esto es a los Nietzsche, Caliche, venite, nos vamos pa' los llores, señores, come on. Esto es a los Nietzsche, Caliche, venite, nos vamos pa' los llores, señores, come on. Esto es a los Nietzsche, Caliche, venite, nos vamos pa' los llores, señores, come on. Esto es a los Nietzsche, Caliche, venite, nos vamos a los punta talón. Y comenzó el vacilón, llegaron los que son, llevando un nuevo sound pa' los llores. Hoy el latino no te asombre, vamos a hacer desorden, este ritmo lleva mi nombre. Y bebo, Javes, móvete, móvete, y bebo, Javes, mira, coge y bebo, Javes, móvete, móvete, y bebo, Javes, mira, te caes a los niños,
You getting your mugshot taken this week? I'm sure a lot of us will be. If the way things keep going, we're all going to be getting our mugshots taken soon. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be in time and space. Kenny is here for another Follower Friday. Sorry about last week. My schedule's been all over the place. But anyway, man, it would be great to get all of your all of my followers, all the people that I follow and that follow me. It'd be great to all have you on this plane going to Cabo, and just to hear everybody talk about this week and get your opinions on everything. And then we'll go hang out at Sammy's and have some good food and decompress, and then at the beach, and let it all go for a little while. Boy, look at San Diego. Look at how posh their airport is. I expected no less, but all the lines are clean and pretty. And what did I just do there? Huh. Killed the band. I'm sorry, band. I can't kill the band. Yeah, check out their airport. It's nice and swanky. Making Denver look a little bit shabby. So we got the cool building, but I mean, man, look at these guys. Could do with some paint on the roof, maybe, do something cool there. Vinyl wrap the thing. Nobody advertises on the roofs. When you fly a lot, you're like, man, people's roofs suck. I think Ross is the only one I've ever seen in Las Vegas, flying over Las Vegas. They painted their entire roof. It says Ross. Can't miss it. Be great for drone deliveries. I better hurry up. I said I wanted to take off at the top of the hour. We are in an A320. It's my favorite. It's short distance bus. Not a short bus, a short distance. Okay, well, kind of both, with us, But we're not flying international, so don't need anything too big. But that should be big enough to hold all of you. Fortunately, we don't have interior view on this thing. I'm hoping with the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, they will finally be able to create interiors, and not only that, create a social interior. So when I invite you to a flight, you might all be able to create, I'm hoping. I'm not promising anything. I've got my fingers crossed, okay? But the goal that I would like to see them achieve is to make it much more friendly between myself and you. Instead of you just watching the live stream, it will create its own little social space. So when I invite you to a flight, you can click a button and create an avatar, hopefully a persistent one, for, build up my points, and it will assign you a seat in the plane somewhere with your avatar, and then you can see all the other followers and their avatars, and you can all chat with me and make it a much more interactive and fun kind of thing. I want to design the interior of the plane so that it's more like couches and stuff. All right, I'm already behind schedule. This is going to be a really short flight, actually. Normally I'm like 2-hour flights or more. No, this isn't going to be long at all. Then when we get to Cabo, I'll probably, if anybody wants to stick around, probably get a Cessna and cruise around and check things out. Probably get my hand on the joystick there. So San Diego, a little hazy in the morning, usually burns off, right? By the afternoon, that's my experience with the place. If you hear a lady start chiming in, giving tour stuff, I will turn down the music.
The San Diego Zoo is a zoo in Balboa Park, San Diego, California, housing more than 3,500 animals of more than 650 species and subspecies. Its parent organization, San Diego Zoo Global, is one of the largest zoological membership associations in the world, with more than 250,000 member households and 130,000 child memberships, representing more than 500,000 people. The San Diego Zoo was a pioneer in the concept of open-air, cageless exhibits that recreate natural animal habitats. It is one of the few zoos in the world that houses and successfully bred the giant panda, although the pandas have recently been repatriated to China. In 2013, the zoo added a new Australian outback exhibit, providing an updated Australian animal experience. Another new exhibit, called Africa Rocks, opened in 2017. With over 4 million visitors, San Diego Zoo is the most visited zoo in the United States. Travelers have also cited it as one of the best zoos of all time. It is privately moderated by the non-profit San Diego Zoo Global on 100 acres of Balboa Park leased from the city of San Diego. The San Diego Zoo is an accredited member of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, the American Alliance of Museums, and the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums. San Diego Zoo Global also operates the San Diego Zoo Safari Park and the San Diego Zoo Institute for Conservation Research.
All right, so that's it's called Bushtalk Radio, and whenever we pass a point of interest, she chimes in and gives a quick little description. Unfortunately, I don't see the zoo right below us to zoom in on it. I wasn't expecting that one. She might chime in again. She does all kind of turn the music down. Don't know that we'll be able to find the thing.
Chicano Park is a 32,000 square meter park located beneath the San Diego Coronado Bridge in Barrio Logan, a predominantly Chicano or Mexican American and Mexican immigrant community in central San Diego, California. The park is home to the country's largest collection of outdoor murals, as well as various sculptures, earthworks, and an architectural piece dedicated to the cultural heritage of the community. Chicano Park was the result of a militant People's Land takeover. Every year on April 22nd, the community celebrates the anniversary of the park's takeover with a celebration called Chicano Park Day.
Unfortunately, San Diego's a little bit too hazy for us at the moment underneath to see anything. By the way, this is a 2 to 5 drink minimum flight, kind of laying room only. I'd much rather have throw pillows back there. Throw pillows with seatbelts? Yeah, you know, something like that. Something way better than the stuffy seats that they put on planes. I love plane. You know, I want you all to get to know each other. Do. Kind of getting up above the clouds. Still make it out a little bit down there. It's like we're kind of in heaven, you know? I love being above the clouds like this when they're all low to the ground. The bird, she is a turning, sir. My gosh, look at that extreme angle. You'd all be rolling against the windows. I said I wanted y'all to get to know each other. Whoa. I think we got all those bean bags back there. I gotta double check and make sure the plane is supposed to be doing this. Yeah, well, one thing, we're overspeeding. You see that? So the auto throttle should be kicked in, but it didn't. Well, it says it's on, which is unusual. We have a flap problem? No, flaps are all the way up. We definitely shouldn't be doing that kind of speed.
Navajo is a hilly community in the
There it
eastern
goes.
part of San Diego,
Sort of.
California.
What is
It is
going
a
on?
designated planning area for the city of San Diego. It includes the neighborhoods of Del Cerro, Grantville, San Carlos, and Allied Gardens. The area encompasses approximately 14 square miles. Its boundaries are Interstate 8 on the south, La Mesa on the southeast, El Cajon and Santee on the east, and the San Diego River on the north. Navajo is known for its natural attractions such as Mission Trails Regional Park, Lake Murray, and the San Diego River. The community was named for Navajo Road, a major street that runs through the area. The area is also served by the San Diego Trolley.
We have a problem with our airplane. I think we'll be all right. I mean, as long as the wings don't just suddenly fly off. But look at that. We are in auto throttle, and with the Airbus, when you don't have to know all this, but when the Airbus is in auto throttle, the computer is supposed to manage our speed and keep us below 250 knots while we're below, 10,000 feet. And we're climbing. We need to climb to 10,000. And we're kind of doing that, but the plane is like, kind of having a tough time getting the nose. Here, see this green line right here? There's kind of the nose where it's pointing. It's starting to come back down. The plane's starting, come down off its high a little bit or whatever. But, yeah, and it's doing circles. Holy moly. This thing is, it's having a nervous breakdown. I don't know. Maybe it's the, look at that, and we're flying sideways again. And now we're dipped down again. Oh my Lord. Never trust an autopilot, right? As lovely as the view is, wow, that's nuts. Let's see if we can have it move on to the next waypoint. We can snap it out slowly. It's at least it's back down to the proper speed. So we can get it to move on though to the next waypoint. You gonna do it? You gonna take us there, buddy? It's okay. We're all having a little bit of a breakdown this weekend. It's okay. We all understand. We've all been freaking out. Some people are overjoyed, but I figure with the crowd that's following me, probably not so overjoyed. Look at that. He still doesn't even want to go to the proper waypoint, and he's still spinning circles. Wow. Of course, we get the buggy plane. And try to move it on to the next waypoint then. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That sure. Go here. Sure, Junior. Man, you're scaring me, plane. Certainly is. I'm gonna have to take control of this baby, because it's misbehaving. He's like, I wanted to see the park again in the zoo. You don't want to see it. All right. All right. I don't want to waste their time today, though, plane. Not a good day to be uppity. you're familiar with the San Diego area, I don't even know what the heck we're at now. Some of this might look familiar to you. Hey, I know that road. Ah, I played soccer down there. Okay. Well, we'll follow it forward a little bit, and maybe after this next waypoint, I don't know. Again, we have a defective plane. How strange. But that's, you know, it's par for the course with when I'm doing a follower light. I think we can do an out hold here. If we can make it go to the point now. What do you think, man? Wanna do it? All right, well, let's try to fly it by heading then. Oh, you son of a gun. We want to hold here. So I'm hoping the plane will now follow my heading. At least do that. Can you at least do that? I can, you know, I can restart. No, it's not even holding that. All right. The last thing I wanted to do. How embarrassing. Let's take off again and see if the computer can figure itself out. I could fly it manually, but I like partying too. You know. I'd rather have the camera and be outside the plane, having it do its pre-programmed thing correctly. So you're gonna do the zoo thing again? No, I mean my words. I said it's still going to be a very short flight if we can get the plane going in the right direction.
Thomas Whaley built this family estate in 1857 on the former site of San Diego's first public gallows. Shortly
Public gallows?
he reported hearing the heavy
Democrats?
footsteps of Yankee Jim Robinson, a drifter and thief who was hanged on the site 4 years before the house was built. Whaley's family history ended up being filled with tragic deaths and suicides, many of which occurred inside the home itself. According to the Whaley House Museum, some of the family members still haunt the landmark, often accompanied by cigar smoke and the smell of heavy perfume.
Wow. I like ghost videos. I follow Callan and Slapped Ham on Twitter, and Nuke's Top 5 or whatever it is. Did you see it? All right, let's check those flaps. And he's already overspeeding again. What are you doing? At least he's on course for the moment. Flaps are up. No speed brake on. Starting to diverge a little bit. Let's see what he does here. All right, at least he's in the right speed range now. Still being to climb. Yeah, up and climb. No, are you kidding me? Are you spinning around again? Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. No. The plane she is bugged, sir. How did we end up with the buggy plane? All right, one more time, and after that I'll fly it manually. It's moments like these that crush a mere mortal trying to do a live stream and impress everybody. Just crush the dream right out of you. All right. Kind of made a zigzaggy flight plan. I wanted to check out that area and that area, and this looks really neat over here. And then we come in for DME Arc to the runway down here to Cabo. In theory, it hasn't worked so far. Yeah. I meant to do this so we could let the sun come out in San Diego, see, and get a better view of the city. Yeah. Let me pull up the chat in case any of you actually have decided to come check this out. Gotta have Bob Janke on the plane. Gotta have Benny Johnson on the plane. Stu Peters. Aaron Myers. Bob Layton. Judiana. Illuminati Bot. I love you. CBS News. Nah, I don't want you. Nah. Elise Stefanik. Absolutely cool. Benny Johnson. Sorry, I have too many political people up here. There's Louis C.K. All right, you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna perform right this time? Let's do it, huh? Come on. Don't embarrass yourself, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Come on. For the whole world to see. I'd try it, but it looks like the AI wants to kill me. It does. Not wanting to be a friend today. The sun is coming though. Look at it starting to burn off that haze. Still don't know who decided to put a hill right there. Smart move. All right, moment of truth, really. Again, put that to 10. Okay, climbing. He's not overspeeding. Up to 2, 3. Right around this turn, he starts not staying on the line. People are picking apart Mr. DeSantis. I was all for him until he decided to be a mayor, you know. Calling us the bad guys, and we're the ones who, whoa. Miss Ash Ray is definitely on the flight today. View some sun. What are we doing? 6,000 feet, so far so good. Six 9. Man, that's a densely populated area. Yeah, the clouds are burning off. Doesn't look like we're on top of heaven anymore. Look at that. The plane's doing what it should. We're at 9.4 here. It's supposed to level out at 10. Looks like it's going to do it. It's now increasing speed now that we're above, or we're nearing 10,000 feet. But it is time for me to now put it into auto throttle range. That's how it's supposed to work, folks. And things are beautiful. Okay. So now, it should be a very short flight. I mean, if we were in covered wagons, it'd take weeks. It's gonna be like 20 minutes. Sure, we could have just relaxed in San Diego. Called it a day. But I've never been to Sammy's. Right? We got to go visit Sammy. They wanted me up to 15,000 feet, but I like staying a little low so we can see it a little bit better. They're gonna keep bitching at me, but all right, let me turn off those smoking signs and such. You can roll around the cabin as you see fit. Drinks are on me, of course, always. Fridays. Don't know how many frequent flyer miles you get for this, like 10,000. Oh yeah, I was supposed to pull up the chat. Do. Aw. Nobody is coming to the chat to say hello. Who will be the first? Come on, I'm counting on you. One of my Twitter followers. Who will be the first Twitter follower? I need to get one of you guys to do it. You never do. Okay, well, maybe occasionally. But if you do, come check it out. Please say hi in the chat room. Like what they say on Twitter, you know, if you see it, say hi. It's Friday. Show me a bit of love. I can see why they wanted us up to 15. We're gonna be skirting. Skirting people's rooftops. Gorgeous. I'm surprised at how not densely populated this area coming down to Cabo is. You know, we're always on about immigration. I still think it needs to be handled right. Right? But as far as, you know, filling up everything, no. Ugh, nothing's filled up. The problem is everybody wants to be in like the big cities. Nobody's like, come on, let's just go create our own city. Look, there's 10,000 of us. Come on. See if they'll give us some land over like over there and we'll build our own city. No. I get it. You have the opportunity to go out or somewhere in the interior of the United States and create your own little town and city, would you do it? You'd have to create everything, like the general, you know, everything. Utilities, the general store. We obviously need more towns. All these people that are like, you remember like the Chaz and the Chop people? Then they like took over downtown and started trying to grow lettuce in the middle of town. They like transported some lettuce from like the supermarket because they don't know how anything actually grows. They're like, you know, it was really goofy. They're like, we claim this. It's like, it's been claimed. Why don't you guys go out here or someplace where it's empty? And yeah, all you discontented people, just why don't you just leave and go create your own town? Why do you have to put the rest of us through this? But we want our Starbucks. Too bad you can't have it too, you know. We don't want any of this and we don't want any of that, but we need our Wi-Fi. Hey man. Hit the road. Go build your own towns. Go see what it's like to really build a civilization. Yeah. Woohoo. Ahí arriba, ahí arriba.
Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán.
Goat Canyon Trestle is a wooden trestle in San Diego County, California. At a length of 597 to 750 feet, it is the world's largest curved, all-wood trestle. Goat Canyon Trestle was built in 1933 as part of the San Diego and Arizona Eastern Railway, after one of the many tunnels through the Carrizo Gorge collapsed. The railway had been called the Impossible Railroad upon its 1919 completion. It ran through Baja California and eastern San Diego County before ending in Imperial Valley. The trestle was made of wood, rather than metal, due to temperature fluctuations in the Carrizo Gorge. By 2008, rail traffic stopped using the trestle.
I tried looking for it, but that's... Anyway, look at how the land just got all inhospitable. I can understand why people are like, oh, I don't think I want to live out here. It's a little hot and dry. If you're into geology, man, this is the way to go. Get into Flight Simulator. For sure. This isn't even like top of the line graphics, and it's not even maxed all the way at how much detail you can get in the terrain. I'm getting close to max, but even with this computer. So the better hardware you have, the better, of course, your experience is going to be. This is a mid-range Dell, just so in case you don't, you're like, man, I can't afford that. That's too much money for a stupid gaming computer or a flight simulator computer. I get it. So check this out. This is like a mid-range Dell. A couple of years ago's technology. It's an RX 580. And occasionally we have some stutters, especially around big cities. But this is what you can expect on a mid-range. And 2020, the 2024 version is going to be even more amazing. So like all the things you people keep asking for, just we had to create brand new technology. It's more than a flight simulator as well. I say this every time. It's an Earth simulator. How good is it? Your house is in here. I'm not kidding. Give me your address. You know, if you're not convinced, tell me where you live or approximately where you live. And if anybody does at the end of the flight, I will teleport there above your area. And I'll show you your house. It is that good. It might be old. Let's say you had a car sitting in the driveway a couple of years ago. It's probably going to have more of that. And I don't know if it's for national security reasons or whatever. You know, they don't want to give us real recent satellite photos. Who knows? That might change too, because we're constantly bitching about that. We're like, the maps you're giving us, you know, are sometimes up to 10 years old. I've got a Walmart up the street that's been there for 10 years and it still shows it under construction in the simulator.
The Tanasca Imperial Solar Energy Center West is a 150 megawatt photovoltaic power plant built in Imperial County, California. Construction began in 2014 and full commercial operation was achieved in September 2016. power is sold to San Diego Gas and Electric on a 25-year agreement. The project utilizes 1.8 million thin film photovoltaic modules made of CDT, designed and manufactured by First Solar, and covers an area of 1,100 acres. The plant is owned by Solar 4 South, LLC, an affiliate of Tenaska.
Look how organized they've got their crap over here. The whole thing looks like a computer chip. Is there more solar over there? Yeah, I was gonna say it. How could those just be the ones powering San Diego? Or, you know, that's more what I expected. It's crazy. You know, I don't get it though. I mean, I think it's really cool, but at the same time, you know, look at Egypt. Eventually the sand comes in and buries everything. Hopefully they got a lot of people out there with, you know, with their little brushes, you know, keeping everything dusted off.
The 1940 El Centro earthquake occurred at 21:35 Pacific Standard Time on May 18th in the Imperial Valley in southeastern Southern California near the international border of the United States and Mexico. It had a moment magnitude of 6.9 and a maximum perceived intensity of X on the Mercalli intensity scale. It was the first major earthquake to be recorded by a strong motion seismograph located next to a fault rupture. The earthquake was characterized as a typical moderate-sized destructive event with a complex energy release signature. It was the strongest recorded earthquake to hit the Imperial Valley and caused widespread damage to irrigation systems and led to the deaths of 9 people.
Dr. Doom.
Camp Salvation was a refugee camp set up on September 23, 1849 to help those traveling to the California Gold Rush. Emigrants were crossing the harsh Sonoran Desert to get to California through the southern route. The camp was located in the current town of Calexico, California. Lieutenant Cave J. Couts, an escort commander with the International Boundary Commission, set up the camp. From September 23 till December 1, 1849, the camp helped traveler on the Southern Emigrant Trail. In June 1849, the United States Boundary Commission arrived in San Diego to survey the international border between United States and Mexico.
Wow. They still want me to climb to 15 and I want to go lower. I want to go to like 8. Looks pretty pretty safe. So, my, you have a big nose. I imagine you all in there chatting away. Again, I really hope that with the new technology, eventually we'll be able to do everything. They will be able to do everything that we talk about. But again, I would love it for them to create social environments in the planes. So again, when I post that I'm going live, and when you click in, I don't know, you might need a Microsoft Flight Simulator passenger app. That's what I imagine. And so I send out a message that I'm going live, and you click a button, and depending on the order that you click or whatever, however, I don't know, it would put you inside the interior of the plane as an avatar. You get to create your avatar with some snazzy clothes for wherever we're going. And then you'd be able to see each other move around the plane and chat with each other, either through voice or text, and chat with me. And I don't know, we've also talked about, like, well, how can we make it fun? You know, like trivia games or movies or media inside the plane. We got the music going. This is the Pretzel app. If you need, I'm not getting paid for this. If you need live stream safe music for YouTube or Twitch, I'm using the Pretzel app, and that's what they do. They create all these amazing radio stations. And let me give you a look at it here. So yeah, like, you know, probably 100 stations and 10,000 hours worth of live stream safe music in any genre that you'd want. Normally, when I'm doing my daily flying, I'm listening to country, flying around Colorado. If you need it, check out the link in my description. Tell them Kenny has sent you. If you're wondering why you're not hearing the engines, I imagine it's an electric plane. It's actually really annoying after a while to have it up all the way and constantly hearing engine drone. I have it even nerfed even lower to like 50%. We do have some interior views, but they're locked and you can't move. You can't move around. And so all I can give you is like really two views from the inside, and it's one is a left window and one is a right window. I think it's 12 and 13. Yeah, this is 12. And I can't move the camera, it's locked into that. That's what you get. And it's cool, but it's, you know, you want to be able to spin the camera around and see people. And then there's 13. I actually prefer this view. Not looking so much at the wing. You just got a little bit of the engine there. If you're into that though, like people make ambient videos all the time, like 10 hours worth of fire crackling noise, 10 hours of frogs doing their frog chirping noise or whatever, you know. They do all these, you know, there are people out there that don't mind just staring at a window like this and for the whole flight from start to take off and just enjoy it. But again, I want everybody to party. Party planes. And that way, especially if we could do voice chat inside the plane. And then, you know, there are people that I follow that I would love to join these flights that are some of the world's greatest comedians. The world's, in my opinion, some of the world's greatest thinkers, some of the best wit on Twitter, the best humor. So having you all on a plane chatting, that would just be the greatest. There's this view. You can still fly the plane from this view manually. You've got all your instruments over here. And then this is the back to the drone view. Back out. So yeah, I would want you to have your own drone camera, you know, or in a cockpit, in a passenger compartment. It would just be like a video game, looking around. But I'd want you to have your own drone camera as well. While we're flying around or doing anything, you can choose not to be inside the cockpit, and if you want to just be checking things out. So many fun things to think about. All it needs is some more water, man. Filling up these things and come on, get me back into the cockpit, please. I wanted to check the distance. We should be making really good time. We should be at least halfway there, I would think. Let me change the distance on that and change the plan. Yeah. Basically here. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong way. Yeah, but we're still coming in. Well, no, not halfway yet. He's behaving beautifully now. See what time it is. It's nearing the top of the hour. 11:53 here in Colorado. This is pretty. I think it's pretty much, well, I can't say. I don't know from state to state, you know, what states it is legal in now, but it is legal here in Colorado. In the real world, you're absolutely not supposed to fly tipsy, but it's a simulator, and it's a Friday, and we're supposed to be partying, so pardon me while the captain, you know, partakes of a missed 420 break. A little bit of the Shire, the old Toby. I almost wish, and I'm probably going to start taking geology, not classes, just watching stuff on YouTube, because there's so many things that I see now as we fly around that I don't understand. You know, I don't understand the mineral and whatever, the composition of things to understand, like, well, why is that so brown right there? And why is all this red? And why is all this like this? And now with the new sciences coming in, they're talking about it's not all like the terraforming of our planet. It's not just all weather and erosion, and now they're attributing, the electric currents coming from space that are all around us. And now in the laboratory, they're able to show how land masses can rise and fall. Areas can rise and fall in the terrain due to the, they call them Birkeland currents. So the electric currents that wrap around our planet also extend all the way down to the ground in one big electric circuit. And so now they're looking at the Earth in an entirely different way. Like, was this caused by erosion and water and da-da-da-da-da, or overlaying electric current maps on everything? And they're, especially around the Grand Canyon, which is really interesting. So in the laboratory, they created similar compositions, and then they blast the thing with electric currents, and they take pictures of the formations, the way that everything is laying out, and then they overlay Sorry, I got a monitor that decided it wanted to flip out and turn off on me, trying to turn it back on. Everything's going sideways today. So they take these images of electric terraforming, and then they overlay it on areas of Grand Canyon, and they're like, yeah, check this out. All the patterns match. So now one of the current theories about the Grand Canyon is no, it didn't form over millions of years. It was blasted. There was a plasma discharge from space, and it just nuked it all. All the petroglyphs across the United States moving out from the Grand Canyon area all kind of depict the same thing. Same formations. And they found those formations in the laboratory in plasma physics. So people back, I don't know, 12,000 years maybe? Or less, I don't know. The petroglyphs, they may have been drawing plasma discharge formations. And again, in the laboratory, if it can be created, recreated, and scaled, and da-da-da-da-da, that's science. And the electric universe guys, and the electric Earth, the electric sun, all these people, their science is starting to hold up, where everybody else's science is... Especially the gravitational astrophysicists. Yeah, sure, gravity plays some part, but now they're saying gravity as a concept is really kind of half-baked because it's still an electromagnetic phenomenon. So yeah, all the people that are worried about their bread bowl and losing their jobs, and that control all the science that we know and suppress everybody else, all their sciences, they can't even reproduce anything in the laboratory. It's caca. That's what's so frustrating about all the climate change, especially, yes, climate change happens. It happens, but why it happens and what's driving it, it's not us, right? Again, we all have seen the pictures now of our solar system, and we know our place in it, right? It's one giant electromagnetic thing. And all these cosmic forces that wrap around our planet and are moving around our planet and in our solar system, like Silver Surfer, Galactus, cosmic forces. That controls everything. Have you ever wondered why planets don't stop spinning? What causes planet rotation? Electromagnetic currents. How do all the planets manage to stay spaced properly and in an orbit? Electromagnetic currents. What controls terraforming, like I just mentioned? Electric currents. What creates clouds? What causes clouds? What causes snow? What causes storms? We've been seeing all these volcanoes lately with lightning everywhere, shooting in and out of them. You think the electric currents have anything to do with that? Probably. Right? We don't control Jack. That's my 2 cents. Right? So yes, climate change, it happens. I don't believe we're the cause. As Benny, you all know Benny. He's like, yeah, but climate change might not be right, but do y'all want to live on a dirty planet? Well, I don't think the two are really related. All I can say is look at us today. We have we think differently about our planet. We understand the size of the planet. We understand things where people in the 1800s didn't. We have ecological awareness now. We have this concept of planet stewardship. I mean, just concepts that were just never in the human psyche or consciousness, really, except for maybe like the Druids. So over time, we've gotten better and better and better about cleaning things up. We understand the mistakes that we've made with pollution and and we try harder and harder and harder all the time, but you don't stop progress. Don't stop and suppress the way things go, because look at what we've done. So I believe just keep doing what we're doing. You know, we could go 1,000% green tomorrow, shut it all down, no more planes, no more this, no more that. And it doesn't matter, folks. If Mother Nature, God, if you will, decides to change the climate on this planet to wipe us all out or to help us out, he or she, they're in control. So we could go again 1,000% green tomorrow. We could all be we don't even eat meat. We just eat leaves and stare at each other. No TVs, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. Shut it all. Go take us all back to the Stone Age. The whole world could just go into cataclysm anyway. People scoff at the idea of like thoughts and prayers. And I don't want to get too philosophical or spiritual or whatever. But everybody's like, screw your thoughts and prayers. We're bioelectric beings on a bioelectric planet in an electric universe. Right? You're watching a live stream and I'm talking in real time and you're watching all this stuff, and it's all because of electric currents. Right? Given we don't destroy ourselves and another 1,000 years of this technology, do you think it would be easy for me to know the thoughts of entities living all the way on the other side of the solar system? Watch their TV, talk to them. And now another 1,000 years after that, and 1,000 years after that, and millions of years of technological development beyond that. You don't think there's an entity out there that can't hear you? Watch your live stream that you're putting out in your head? See through your optic nerves? Just using technology, not even your lordship kind of cosmic powers. That's beautiful down there. Good, we're getting to one of the curves, one of the places I wanted to look at up ahead. So to me, thoughts and prayers actually have more power to save us than, you know, people being gooheads and trying to impose all this crap on humankind. Reduce the population, do this, take the vaccine, do the blah, blah, blah. Screw these people. Screw these people. You know, they're the ones that really need some good old-fashioned tent revival kind of crap. We have more power as a people to broadcast our thoughts and desires and will to be saved and not and have our currents all running smooth here out at this solar arm, this galactic arm, and save ourselves through thoughts. Because there's no way we can say, okay, planet, turn this way and tilt this way, and that looks like a dinosaur down there in the sand, and rotate this fast and do this and make sure that everything is perfect. We can't do that, but I believe that there are probably beings out there, or ultimately Mother Nature, that can. I think these days, if people were to come down, or even whatever, just start looking what's going on through everybody's, I mean, they could just see what's going on in the world. I would be pretty disappointed in all of us right now. So yeah, instead of telling people, hey, stop eating meat and do this, do that, maybe you should go stand out in the rain and do a little praying. Why the rain? Because you're electrically connected better when you're wet, right? This stream is going to be used against me for telling people to go out in the rain. Somebody's going to get electrocuted and I'm going to get in trouble for it. Instead, go stand out in the rain and pray. Well, clearly you were a sinner then. Clearly they were a sinner. I mean, if they were outside praying in the rain and making a good connection, they were listened to all right. Somebody said, oh, I'm taking you out of the game. You've had enough. Looks like it's a giant runoff there. Like it comes down like water or whatever in the mud. Look at that swath there where it's just like definitely a flow going on there. So that looks like a higher elevation. See, things like that. What's causing that? This one's nice and slow. Would you like to dance? Autopilot's on. Come on, Judiana. I'm always constantly thinking and constantly mocking somebody on the internet who at one point tried putting out a report and trying to make it scientific and say the whole earth was going to be covered in asphalt and there'll be no green places in 80 years. Folks, we've had thousands of years on this planet. And as you can see, just flying from San Diego, this short distance down to Cabo. Yeah, you're going to tell me that we're going to cover all of this in asphalt and concrete in the next 80 years? Somebody is taking drugs and they've never flown. They have no concept of how big the world is. None. That's right, none concept. Could you imagine saying such a thing? And then you go back and you look at certain places in the world that have been around since the beginning of time, like Rome. Well, maybe not since the beginning, but Rome has been around a long time. And you start moving out, you know, it's very congested, of course, around Rome and the area, but then you start moving out. They still have countryside. They still love their villas, that's for sure. And in ancient sites around the world that are heavily populated, they still have lots of open space. And they've had thousands of years to fill it all in. They're not even into high rises in most cases. So anyway, I don't believe any goofy crap like that. Look for yourself right here. Isn't that one of the silliest things you've ever heard? Anyway, so mock those people endlessly. Mercilessly. That was always the most. You hear that little scritchy instrument in the background? Wasn't that the most fun instrument to play in music class when you're a kid growing up? I don't want to play anything complex. I just want that thing. That guy in the band's always smiling. Woo! He's got to drag this stick across this ribbed surface here. Wink at the ladies. Hey, how you doing? Play the, I don't know what it's called. What is this? Stick and dildo. I don't know. The wooden Dan. I'd be up there pulling an Eddie Murphy smile, just all teeth, playing the hell out of that thing. Flying to Cabo San Lucas. see about speeding this up. There you go. Speeding up to 350 knots. Just under the red line.
Under the cocoa tree, this splendid cha-cha, just for your kids, and make me swing. Under the cocoa tree, this splendid cha-cha, just for your kids. Here is your gentleman, a muy picante girl, just wanna have some fun, bailando rico son, and grooving, and dancing. Que rico, and make me swing under the cocoa tree. This splendid cha-cha, just for your hips, and make me swing under the cocoa tree. This splendid cha-cha, just for your hips.
Yeah, 350 knots we're moving. That's about 402 miles per hour. He's pretty zippy, not the fastest plane up there, but it's not shabby.
And make me swing under the cocoa tree. This splendid cha-cha,
Wow,
for your hips.
these scars.
Under the cocoa tree, just for your hips.
Dragging the scars. Yeah, man, look at that. Dragging the scarred lands.
Esa niña está bien enamorada, quiere viajar para La Habana. Dice que no quiere rumba nada más, que me busca este fin de semana. Yo la voy a invitar al baile, cuando llegue ella va a gozar. Esa niña está bien enamorada y conmigo se queda en La Habana. Una niña es tan hermosa, tan bonita, ella me guiña. Esos ojitos que me hacen frappe de piña, que por momentos yo me quisiera casar para camas de gas. Y cuando yo la toco, es como algo que me está volviendo loco. Así de exacto, no me equivoco.
Time for some mojitos.
Para mí, seguro porque yo es que la quiero, la quiero, la quiero, la quiero yo. Porque ella tiene todo lo que a mí me gusta. Es que la quiero, la quiero, la quiero, la quiero yo. Ella es lo mejor que a mi vida se la gusta. Me pide que le baile, bailo. Me pide que le cante, canto. Ay, yo la quiero tanto, tanto. Cuando llegue a La Habana cantaremos ella y yo. Y ahora, esa niña está bien enamorada y quiere viajar para La Habana. Dice que no quiere rumba nada más, que me busca este fin de semana. Yo la voy a invitar al baile, cuando llegue ella va a gozar. Esa niña está bien enamorada y conmigo se queda en La Habana. Ay, tú no sabes nada, en lo que tengo yo. Lo que hicimos aquella noche le gustó. Ay, tú no sabes nada, que luego me buscó. Ella se enganchó y repitió. Y luego besó. Esa niña está bien enamorada, quiere viajar para La Habana. Dice que no quiere rumba nada más, que me busca este fin de semana. Yo la voy a invitar al baile, cuando llegue ella va a gozar. Esa niña está bien enamorada y conmigo se queda en La Habana. Y conmigo se queda en La Habana. Y conmigo se queda en La Habana. Con Daniel Sky.
Right. We are getting there. This is really pretty. Yeah, I wanted to take us out over the ocean a little bit here. And then we'll be cutting back in. That's us down here. I must have really done time calculations wrong. This is actually, I thought it was going to be like 30 minutes. Yeah, I maybe forgot a 0 or something. We're actually a lot further away than I thought. Huh? It's alright. I can always move us ahead in time. Move us up a little bit. Not far. That's not good. Uh-huh. No, that's not good at all. No. No. Woohoo! Wow, plane. Yeah, okay. If I turn this off before we crash. Nope. You're shitting me. What in the world happened there? Oh man. I wanted to expedite it a little bit and just move us up a couple of miles. That's alright, we have the technology. I'll put us right back to where we were. Holy moly. I don't know what the simulator was thinking there. I couldn't hit the autopilot button fast enough. Let's try it again. See where it puts us. That should be right where we were. Hopefully we're not in the water again. Thank you, Microsoft. Yeah, I'm gonna blame them for sure. It's not my fault. Shit should work. Our neighbors are singing. They're like, my neighbors are karaoke freaks. I don't mind. I don't mind people singing at all. I don't mind it at all. I'm glad that they're party people. It's pretty cool. Okay, no water. What are you doing? 9 feet. It has us spawning at 9 feet. Oi, scumbag. What are you doing?
Fazer feliz a quem se ama. Agora vamos dançar.
Wow.
Agora vamos a dançar. Agora vamos a sambar.
Easy. Making us miss all this goodness out here. Okay, let's not do that again. Wow. This is that area and the other area that I wanted to see. All these little, I don't know what you call these. Archipelago? Something like that. By the way, it's very neat. Hey, there I am on that instrument again. Woohoo! All smiles, all teeth. I need one of those big puffy shirts with the big puffy sleeves. Ah! Just scritching away, man. Woo! Very beautiful. Wonder who owns that one. And Oprah and Bezos and all those other people. Why didn't you just buy something like this? You know? What's up with messing with shit that people already own? There's all this land in the world. You could create your own towns. Who knows what to believe with all that? I don't know. It's awful sus, as they say. Sus? Yeah, it's a little bit more than sus. Getting crazier. But then again, begs the question. What the hell's wrong with you people? If that is even possibly true, what the hell is wrong with you people? You have enough money to start your own planet. Why don't you go do that? In the middle out there somewhere. Bezos land. Oprah land. No, we want places where people already live. Keep yours. Just a worse version of the Chop people. Chaz, Chop, Chode, whatever the hell they were calling themselves. Chode. Like that one. That is wild. It's like somebody decided, nah, I don't want to finish connecting these. Actually, that's pretty cool. Nice way to get in. Taking a minute here. Sorry if I'm quiet. I'm actually reading your tweets. Spending some time looking over everything. You know, it's mostly political today. It's mostly political every day. But, you know, there are bits of entertainment flowing across here. Disney will release 5 new Marvel shows and specials next month. Full list of projects. That's cool. Alice Cooper has said what we're all thinking. A certain movement is a fad. Wokeness is stupid and neither belong anywhere near kids. Thank you, Alice Cooper. Vote for Rick Astley. He will never give you up, lay you down, run around, desert you, make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie, hurt you. Yeah. It's funny.
Eu gostaria que chovesse, ser uma chuva, me pôr em tua pele. Eu gostaria de ser milhares de gotas, e cada gota um beijo. Eu gostaria de ser o vento quente, o vento chuvoso. Eu gostaria de passar em teus cabelos e sussurrar em tua orelha. Chuva boa, uma chuvinha em cada gota, um beijinho. Chuva boa, chuva quente em cada gota, um beijinho. Eu gostaria que chovesse, ser uma chuva, me pôr em tua pele. Eu gostaria de ser milhares de gotas, e cada gota um beijo, e cada gota um beijo.
I completely understand why people need like super shock absorbers when they're doing the racing around here. That is an interesting... It's all interesting. But that right there, you know, doing a run through that thing. Things are so controversial today. I'm reading through tweets today. It's like, I don't know that I want to talk about any of it on air, you know. I mean, on Twitter, sure. Good, we're starting to make some of our final turns now. Could be anyway. Again, my apologies. I really actually thought this was going to be a lot quicker than it was. Either way, it's still been a pleasant flight. I don't mind. I can fly all day. But I don't want to bore you to death, you know. And if you did stop in, hey, thank you. Cheers. Let me grab my coffee. Here's to your health, well-being, and prosperity. Thank you for being a great follower. Thank you for following me. I love following you. You folks are the best. That's why I am a Twitter addict. Used to be because of the hashtag games. I haven't played one in a long time. But it was the hashtag games, and does everybody remember their first Twitter moments of, I don't know what you call it, like emancipation? You're like finally just like, F it, I don't care, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. The day you found Twitter liberation and you're just like, yeah, F it, you know, I don't think I should post that. Post it, send it, tweet. I don't care anymore. That day that we all finally break out of our shell. I was mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. Send that. We've been through a lot. A lot of you folks have been on Twitter. I don't really want to call it X. I don't mind, but I'd rather not. But a lot of you have been here a long time as well. I mean, to the point where some of us have, a decade or more. We're growing old together. I'm going to miss you if you pass away before me. I can tell you that much. Join that great Twitter in the sky. Man, think about that. Earth is big enough, man, dealing with and we're only just a small slice of the world on Twitter. Imagine being on galactic Twitter. Now you get the tweets from half a solar systems where the people, dude, you got 20 trillion followers. What are you complaining about? That'll be Bob Janky, right? On the great Twitter in the space, in the sky. Bob will still be popular. It's his house. I will finally graduate to flying starships. Simulated starships. Maybe even real ones. Who knows what's next? I'd really like all this training to carry forward, Lord. Be ashamed to not be able to use any of it later. That would be nice, Kenny, but you crashed too much. I'm getting better. Hey, there was a day when I couldn't even do this. I would have given up, thrown my hands up. Not anymore. Yeah, what she said. Where are we? Top of another hour. So much closer now, though. Oh yeah. That's a 40-mile range right there. Turn that back down. That's 40 miles worth of range right there. To the edge. There's a 20-mile range. Here I actually do want to climb a little bit higher. What is up with the screen today? Everything's buggy. Climbing? No. No. Why aren't you responding? That's not good. You need to respond. Wow. It's always something. There we go. Now it has taken my input. Oh, now they do want me at 10,000. Okay. I was a little worried about those hills. Whoa, easy plane. Just in case. Nah, you can smoke. I don't care.
corriendo tras de ti, queriendo revivir viejos instantes. Lloré, nunca lo imaginé, porque además logré maltratarte. Sufro este vacío, cuesta tanto reponer las fuerzas para ponerse de nuevo en pie otra vez. ¿Cuánto tiempo pasa buscando el cómo del por qué? Yo aspiro a solo un poco de cielo en su desdén y corro tan rápido, la alcanzo muy lentamente, lágrimas en su rostro, mis ojos sufren y más despacio la abrazo tan fuerte. Mis ojos sufren. Agua, 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 agua. Mis ojos sufren.
We break? What happened?
Sufro este vacío, cuesta tanto comprender. Las fuerzas van y vuelven, caballo en pie otra vez. ¿Cuánto te lo pasas buscando el cómo de por qué? Digo a solo un poco de cielo en su desdén y corro tan rápido, la alcanzo muy lentamente, lágrimas en su rostro, mis ojos sufren y más despacio, la abrazo tan fuerte, lágrimas en su rostro, mis ojos sufren. Agua, 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 mis ojos sufren.
All right, let's just fly it in by hand then. All right. 5,000 feet. Coming in for a manual landing. For Juan. Jose. Manuel, not Manuel. My name could be Manuel. Yes, you are coming in for a Manuel landing. Isn't it funny? I mean, if you have been actually watching the flight at all, how slow this feels compared to how fast we were going just a little while ago. This feels incredibly slow compared to where we were. It's like we're crawling. So I've never been here before, so welcome to us to Cabo San Lucas area. Don't know exactly where Sammy's place is at, but you know, we have Google, we can find it. They changed the altimeter on us to 2984. 3,000 feet. And then when we get to the runway, we're going really fast again.
No me digas más que todo está prohibido. Será nuestro tibio sueño escondido, aunque no pueda ser.
Do 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 do. I hope my speed brake and reverse thrust work today. They've been sticking. That's always problematic. I need to take the thing apart and clean it. It's getting old, but it's so sentimental to me. It has great sentimental value. So I've really been reluctant to get a new flight stick and yada yada yada. When I went and picked this up, I was hanging out with my dad when he was still around, and we were talking about flight simulation, yada yada yada. And that's when I picked up the joystick, and he got into it for a little while. He used to fly when he was young, but he never really advanced past visual flight rules, never got into the instrument flying, never flew anything bigger than the Cherokee Piper. Check it out. I know it's a simulator, but check it out. I wanted to impress him by learning and carry on with what he had learned and learn instrument flying and everything I can, really. Oh, I need to make sure auto throttle is off. Excellent. Both the speed brakes and the reverse thrust kicked in. A little brake now. All right, switch it from reverse thrust back to normal thrust. Which way is it? I'm gonna go this way. Oh no, never been here before. I don't see anything this way though. Break out the drone and find out how's the airport proper. Ah, back there. So yeah, let's try to put all of our Twitter worries for the week, or our frustrations, thoughts, whatever, aside for a little bit. We'll go find Sammy's place, have some good food, grab a cooler, a couple of coolers, maybe a keg or two, and then let's head to the beach, shall we? Or whatever, you know, you want to do here in Cabo San Lucas. I really appreciate you tuning in to the live stream today. If you want to stick around, I'm going to probably grab a little Icon plane and fly around a little bit and see what it's like here. See about getting a parking spot. We'll get a taxi to the gates, get everybody off here. I don't normally trust the AI too much, but for taxiing and parking purposes, sometimes I like kicking him on and seeing if he'll do a good job getting us to our parking spot. Usually takes him a minute to wake up and go, oh, it's my turn? Yeah, it's your turn, Steve. Can you park the plane? You can't see Steve, but he's there. What are you doing, buddy? Park the plane. Park the plane. There he goes. Oh, no, he stopped. That's it. He's just got to park it right there. They gave us one right there. Good job, Steve. All right. All right, well, that's where he wants to park. Thank you, Steve. I'm turning you off now. All right, let's go ahead and request. Let me turn off the engines. Flaps back up. Let's request a external power supply. There's the ground power coming in. Yeah, all right, we're hooked up. All right, we don't need a fuel. We do need a baggage service. I'm assuming you brought baggage. I'm going to need some more coffee, so I'm going to request a catering service. He'll come in over here. There he is. And he's going to go to the back door. Excellent. Fresh coffee. All right. Next thing to do is let you find folks off. I should have done that first, but I wanted to show off a little bit. So we'll get the, I don't know if they, look at that. It's like disconnected. If they connect this jetway, that's hilarious. You're going to walk in and then just drop off the other side. That's hardly a connection. Let's see what it does anyway when I request a jetway connection. Yeah, but again, how silly. Is it a teleporter in there or something? That makes no sense whatsoever, simulator. You didn't even connect all the way. Now they're going to have to jump. The people are going to have to jump. And I know you're all fit enough to at least make that jump. Maybe. I don't know about me. Yeah, I can do that. But then we're not... Walk down here all happy. Woohoo! Cabo said, look at... What? This is little prism walls. This was a trap all along, wasn't it? I have no answer. So, again, thank you for tuning in today. Again, welcome to Cabo San Lucas, and we're going to go find Sammy Hagar's place and have some food and hit the beach.
Quando passa bonito. When I close my eyes in the shadow, I dream a dream of love in the night. His face is so beautiful in the moonlight.
All right. So what is the name of this place? Do. So basically the stream is over unless you want to stick around, and I'm gonna probably grab a light, very small plane, and fly around for a little bit here, go check out the coast, check out the beaches. So have a great weekend. Thank you again for being a follower. I really appreciate it. I hope you don't mind if I ask you to please like and subscribe. It would help a lot. A lot. Let me come up here, sort the planes. We have all kinds of fun planes we could use, but I really like this baby down here because it's just so no nonsense. It's not the most powerful plane. I'd like to get an upgrade to it with a little bit more power in the engine. But it's such an easy thing to fly, and you'll see the cockpit in a minute. It's so minimalist. It's lovely. All right, so let's take off from this end of the runway. It looks more like a car than it does a plane on the inside. Looks like a little Honda or something. Everything looks familiar. You're like, oh, there's an RPM gauge. I know what that is. Oh, it's just a oil pressure gauge. I know what that is. If you're intimidated by flying, this plane comes with Microsoft Flight Simulator. This was the plane that years ago broke me of all my flying fears to want to keep learning more. Because, you know, you're a little overwhelmed with all the crap in the cockpit you have to learn. And this is a sports plane. It's a real plane. But look at that. It looks a lot more fun than a traditional cockpit, doesn't it? Altitude, airspeed, angle of attack indicator. It's kind of wonky. Our fuel, temp, oil pressure, water temp, RPMs. There's our flap switch, landing gear. You can land this thing on water. A couple of lights, landing lights, a bilge pump, our water rudder, throttle. Get your foot pedals down there. Simple startup key. That's it. No, and then we got a kind of a cool. You got some radios here. You got this fancy GPS. It's got no autopilot, but it's awesome just the same. Easy flight planning. Touch screen. But anyway, yeah. And you don't need a license to fly this one. I still would say that people are silly if they don't learn how to fly first. The thing it's got a bad reputation because people have died in this thing. Okay? People have died in the Icon. And that's one, because it's a sport plane and you don't really need to have a license. You just need a driver's license to fly it. It's that simple. It has anti-stall built into it. Some units come with an emergency parachute. But the thing is, it's so fun and so easy that it's not the plane's fault that people have killed themselves. It's so fun you lose your mind with overconfidence. and people try to make this plane do shit it really wasn't meant to do, unless you have like an uber upgraded engine version, and and so it starts, and again, if you don't have any flight training on aerodynamics and this and that and this, you can find yourself in a bad position really quickly. But again, it's not the plane's fault. It's your exuberance and overconfidence, thinking I can fly. I'm an awesome pilot. But you then start breaking all the flying rules and kill yourself. You just take it easy. It is a sport plane. You still can do some pretty amazing things in it. But it's pushing it too far. Easy transition from ground. Turn off the engine. So it's more like a car. You don't feel like you can't see the runway beneath you. And so making transitions from air to ground feels much more natural. Just imagine you're in a car. And considering how low to the ground you are here, for all intents and purposes, it is probably lower than a car. He naturally wants to take off in a very short amount of space. Again, if I were to let it just keep climbing or keep it up in a nose pointed up angle of attack, it'll drop out and it'll try not to stall. So if I were to keep pulling it up to get into this yellow red zone here, the plane is designed in such a way that when it falls forward, it tries to break out of a stall. So it's an anti-stall. So with a good day or two or three or a good week's worth of just learning about aircraft and aerodynamics, just how to fly planes. Spending a week learning anything about how to fly planes, you could very easily hop into one of these and probably not kill yourself. Actually trying to slow the thing down. We're traveling more about a car's speed. Man, that's almost all the way no throttle. That's better. I'm surprised. Still a lot of dirt roads. All these neighborhoods are all dirt road neighborhoods. Paint your roof. Put some cool advertisements on that thing.
Com você é como o sol brilhante no céu, doce imensa luz, e por toda a vida meu coração apaixonado não sofrerá mais perto de você. Ser com você e nunca ser perdida no mundo, nunca ser sozinha pra eternidade, cantar um sonho de esperança e viver em paz perto de você.
There's usually not a lot of water in Colorado to fly around, so I normally don't turn up the water, and I'm just thinking about that now. I'm like, I always keep it really low because there isn't any.
Nunca ser perdida no mundo,
Set the water to ultra.
nunca ser sozinha.
Might bog down the machine a little bit, but let me turn on terrain shadows.
Cantar um sonho de esperança e viver em paz perto de você.
the gear down the whole time. Nice swimming pools. One moment, I have a phone call. Off the big resort down there.
Oye, miren quién volvió por aquí. Me gustaría decir que sigo sintiendo lo mismo por ti.
Oh yeah.
you love me, that you love me, that I forgive you for the last time. I don't believe in your lies anymore. Your game is over.
Good place.
Se acabó y se acabó. No, 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 no vengas a pedir perdón. Esto ya ha terminado. Se acabó, lo nuestro es pasado. No vengas a pedir perdón. Esto ya ha terminado. Echa pa' allá. Me dijiste que te fuiste porque se había acabado. Se acabó. Que sentías por mí y ahora tienes el descaro. Se acabó. De venir arrepentida a decirme que te di otra oportunidad. Se acabó. Pero lo siento, baby, I'm sorry, goodbye.
Think I found a nice place to touch down. Have a couple of drinks. Nice spot right there.
O que você não quer entender é necessário falar. Sabe que nosso amor não pode viver em paz sem discussões. Eu quero um amor verdadeiro que vale a pena viver e não se perde no caminho e não para a sofrer, porque continuar pretendendo não aceitar a realidade enquanto você vive brigando. O tempo da conversa vai acabando. Eu quero um amor verdadeiro que vale a pena viver e não se perde no caminho e não para a sofrer. Eu quero um amor verdadeiro que vale a pena viver
All right, we need to put down our water rudder.
e não se perde no caminho e não para a sofrer.
You know, I've never really tried to make a water to land transition. Let me put the wheels down. See if we can do it. We did it. Woohoo! This could be Sammy's place now. We never know. Just pull up in our plane. Yeah, we're ready for some dinner. Or lunch, whatever. Yay, yay. Now they come now to pick us up. Oh. Or shoot us. They're driving awful erratically. Oh no, did I clip my wing? Oh, I did. I thought it would have let me to clip through it. Silly me. Oh, folks, it's been fun. Thank you for joining me on this Follower Friday flight to Cabo San Lucas. And if my schedule isn't all jacked up like it has been for next Friday, I'll try to do the same. During the weekend, I'm usually doing the Neofly thing. Let me turn this down. During the week, if I have time to live stream, I'm usually doing Neofly. And it allows me, it's like a career mode for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I like listening to that Bushtalk Radio, that lady that came on and does the tours. I like flying around, learning things about places. And if you're into Dungeons and Dragons, I'm also live streaming Baldur's Gate 3 at night. And I know what you're thinking. If you follow my Twitter, you're like, thought you hated those guys. Thought you wanted the developers in jail. Well, I do. But I paid for the damn thing a year ago. And I've been waiting in, pre-release for a year, and then in the last month before they released, they're like, hey, check out all this gratuitous sex and illegal sex and bestiality and all this other crap we put in the game for you. Wow, thanks. So I'm gonna play it anyway. I've been waiting for the game forever. I can turn a lot of that off. You can turn all the nudity off. You can opt out of the more whatever stuff, and you can turn a couple of other switches off in the options, like show genitals. Yeah, who thought we'd ever need that in our video games? A show genitals option. So those things aside, I am playing it, and it's a great game. Other than that crap, very hard, very, very hard. I'm playing it on Tactician too. So I made it unnecessarily hard, and very difficult. Some people are like, oh, I did it in 70 hours, and I'm like, yeah, you did it on simple. I don't know how anybody could get through it in 70 hours. It's taken me forever. This one map alone that I'm on has been like 6 days. Sometimes 7-hour live streams. Crazy. All right, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and subscribe. And see when I can. Please, again, if you just want to follow along with my weekly stuff, please like and subscribe. And hit that notify button, as they say. Have a great weekend. Thank you again for being an amazing follower. And somebody that I follow on Twitter. Goodbye. Woohoo! Yippee!